I played 100 Days of Little Witch in the Woods. Over the next 100 days, I'm going to brew potions, explore diverse biomes, rebuild a town, populate that town, befriend gods, and uncover the mystery of why Wisteria was destroyed. Day 1. I'm a little witch named Ellie, who is begrudgingly taking a train to Highlion, the city where I must do my magic apprenticeship after graduation. Due to an obstruction, the train screeches to a halt. I get off the train to explore. I have until morning until the train resumes its journey. Then a sparkly tree at the mountain's peak draws my attention. Whoa, it's so pretty. Not to spoil, but the art in this game is stunning. On my way back to the train, I'm distracted by a glowing white cat. I end up following it to a quaint cottage. I decided to spend the night before heading back to the train in the morning. I wake up on day 2 and rush back to the train tracks, just to discover that the train has left me. In the train's place is an obnoxious bird. Surprisingly, Virgil, my sentient hat companion, is pretty chill about it. The bartender left a letter instructing me to find the village. At least we aren't entirely alone. It seems like I might be here for a while, so I might as well clean up. Unfortunately, there are more prickly vines stopping us from entering the village, just like the prickly vines that stopped the train. On the bright side, we met our first person. Aurea is a merchant that appears to be cursed. Upon lifting the curse, we learn a valuable lesson. Don't trust suspicious men in the woods. I hope nature dies. That is an insane thing to share with someone you just met. On day 3, Infomercial Crow stops by to offer me a free gift for a limited time only for signing up for the Witch's Catalog. While doing some exploring, I discovered a certified cutie patootie stuck in a web. His name is Rubrum. After a harrowing escape, I find out that he is from the village. Since the village is inaccessible, I invite him home with me. He runs ahead until he exhausts himself. Then I carry him the rest of the way. He's lucky he's cute. On day 4, I kindly heal his legs, then head off to try exploding the prickly vines. It didn't quite work, but we deduced that moonlight harmed the vines. Back on the tip top of the mountain, Rubrum and I need to gather some moonflowers. So obviously, we have to scare away the butterflies first. Finally, we made it to Wisteria village, where we meet Enite, the former village chief. Unfortunately, there are barely any villagers remaining. The prickly vines have destroyed most of the homes. What happened here? And can we do anything to help? Very quickly, before we continue on our adventure, let's go over my goals for the 100 days. Before time runs out, I need to destroy all prickly vine cores, move every villager back to town, and cover your ears if you don't want a slight spoiler for later. Befriend all of the cats. On day 5, I woke up to Diane outside my house. She is such a cutie. Uh-oh, am I supposed to have a master witch? Virgil pretends to be my angry master to save the day. Whoa, I got a broom. This is going to make everything so much easier. I'm on hold with AAA the rest of the day because my broom broke down. I got to check out the carpenter's house and work on fixing it. I met Arden. He's a dragon that is also a cook. Day 6 led to the discovery that poisoning pumpkin terriers allows you to pet them. And they wiggle. I decided to visit Arden. He's really going in on those carrots. After checking the bulletin board, I immediately began searching high and low for Arden's missing pouch. Found it. Full inventory. On day 7, Diane woke up and decided to commit fraud. I got a net. Now I can catch little critters. I also got the intellect potion. Why is there flat earther propaganda? I'm actually surprised because this is a Korean game. Flat earthers are a thing around the world apparently. Sorry, that was insensitive to the flat earthers. Diane gave me the sacred water for the moon tears that we need to destroy the prickly vines. And I go drastically into debt. Moon tears acquired. Day 8, I spent some time with some cutie lizards. And explore some more. I actually ended up unlocking the whole forest. Ugh, the Gaga bird is once again causing problems for me. I can't walk through the loud noise, so I need another solution. I did learn how to swim though. I haven't managed to do that in real life yet, so a win. Then I made an earplug potion to solve the Gaga bird problem. On day 9, I used the earmuff potion to get past the Gaga bird. I yelled right back at that bird. I searched the depths for the prickly vine core and came across a beautiful garden door. Also, got some blue chalk. With day 10 comes the first puzzle room. I need some potions to solve this. I got the chains off the garden gate. And found the core. It's in a birdcage? I'm such a good witch. I did it. And most importantly, Kyla can come back. Now that there are no more vines, a cat has appeared. I, passed out trying to pet the cat. I woke up late on day 11 because I passed out last night. I sent a letter to Kyla inviting her back. The cat meowed at me. Big advancements. My current strategy with the cat is to pretend like I'm not interested, to psychologically manipulate it into letting me pet it. On day 12, Kyla arrived. I also got to meet a new cat with a funny butt. On day 13, I finally upgrade my broom. Kyla is hard at work on her new house. The streetlights aren't functional, and a good witch would not let that go unaddressed. So, I asked Arden about it. Arden coughed one night and ruined the street lamps for everyone. One of the struggles of being a dragon, I guess. My solution to this conundrum is to find a way to make a chili fire. Now, we just need to decide what color to make the lights. As soon as E-Night said pink, it was over for everyone else. On day 14, I woke up to Rubrum outside my house. And we're off to celebrate Kyla's new home. With the arrival of our new friends, I unlocked friendships. For now, I'll just focus on moving in Roy, the flower shop owner. Once night fell, we enjoyed the new pink lights. Day 15 feels strange. I've been having weird dreams. I should really talk to someone about that. Kent is outside. He works for the Witch Human Exchange Info Exchange Department. I got candy from Kent. He's a stranger, so I left that on the ground. Just kidding, my inventory was full. Kent is scary and talked to himself. On day 16, I woke up to a kitty outside. I got the blueprint to rebuild the flower shop. E-Night mentions that a stranger shows up to take care of the cats. I just now realized that I can go above Rubrum's house. I found a book about befriending cats. It's called the Cat Encyclopedia. Day 17. I can now befriend cats. On day 18, I finished Roy's home. On day 19, I decided I had to get to the bottom of these strange dreams. So I made a dream recollection potion. Thanks to the dream recollection potion, I'm able to see these strange dreams. On day 20, I'm visited by a white cat god in my dream. I'm told that the path above the village is now clear. When I head out to check, I'm surprised to see Rubrum. Roy's house is complete, and it's so precious. I received a letter from someone named Freddy about fishing. Fishing is always my favorite thing in games, so I'm thrilled. Freddy is a cute fishing bear. I love him. His character design is perfect. Freddy taught me how to fish and gifted me a fishing rod. Thanks, Freddy. After my successful fishing trip, I turned in all the supplies needed to restore the fountain. Day 21 really has me struggling with limited inventory space. Kent is here again. I tell him everything, even though he seems, well, evil. He gave me more Kent's candy, not creepy at all. I got to pet Peanuts! My first time petting a cat. This is the best day. Thankfully, I was also able to upgrade my bag. I completed beginner fishing. I told you, I do not play when it comes to fishing. And I unlocked the fish encyclopedia. On day 22, I received another letter from Freddy. He asked me for 3 blind fish and warned me that cats will steal my fish while I'm fishing. But that never happens to me. I completed his request, then decided that I need a bowl to properly feed the cats. I showed Enite the cat food bowl. And we had our first village event. Out of 10, fountain and fireworks. It's only day 22, and Wisteria is already getting so much cozier. I'm now friends with Arden. If you're playing, let me know if Arden was also your first friend. If you're looking for Kent, he's always outside my house. He tells me about the witch that was here before me. Her name was Lisa. She was 118 years old from the famous gardening witch family. She came to Wisteria to study the prickly vines. Lisa must have been behind the prickly vines. I received Lisa's stack of books. Rubram wrote me a letter saying that he found a cat toy. After some coaxing, I'm able to pet Gigi, like Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. This game belongs in the same category as Kiki's Delivery Service. I think any game that feels that way is automatically one of my favorites. There is a small water droplet lizard on the fountain. He customizes the places he hangs out. Now it's time to explore the cat god temple. I've got to work with Kyla to restore the cat god temple. I also unlocked the cave behind my house. It's like a bootleg tunnel. On my way home, I fell through a hole in the floor. Kyla finished the repairs. She is such a hard worker. She needs some sticky candy to finish the top part. Good news, I befriended Roy. On day 25, I reached friendship level 1 with Coco the cat. 1 cat befriended so far. I'm just making so many friends right now. We finished some more of the restoration for the temple. Now we need to locate the waterway device. I went ahead and got the prayer stone from Enite. On day 26, I turned in the supplies to fill in the hole in my floor. Shout out to Kyla for squeezing me into her busy schedule. She fixed the house and gave me a bed. On top of that, she's going to start selling furniture. Whoa, she didn't just fix the house, she also expanded it. It's massive now. There are more lizards upstairs. I need to expand the workshop to unlock the witch's catalog because apparently I'm just using a proxy. Come to find out, the incubator is deadly and has a recall. So I have to get a new one. Crazy and so real. My first car had an insane recall that if the airbag was deployed, it may launch shrapnel at you. On day 27, Diane gave me the witch's catalog and abandoned me. The witch catalog dialogue makes me a little uncomfy. I bought the cutest rug though, and I know it will not go with my house at all, but I don't care because I love it. It's time for a very wholesome quest to fix Rubrum's cat toy. On day 28, Freddy repaired the cat toy. Kyla fixed the cat scratcher in town. I can play with cats now. I unlocked cat furniture. Not to brag, but I became friends with Mango. On day 29, I befriended Cube the cat. Might be my favorite kitty so far. I'm finally friends with Rubrum. And I found the Place of Promise, which is part of the main quest. On day 30, I gave Kyla the supplies for the cat cushion. I did the Land of Promise. The key is to drink Twinkle Twinkle juice on top of the platform. For my efforts, I was rewarded with the memory box. The roof repairs are complete. Day 31, we have a Black Cat God cutscene. I upgraded my bag again, very important. When I prayed to the Black Cat God, I found out that Lisa is still in Wisteria. I went to the temple with Kyla, and she tells me about Drunk E-Night. When I prayed to the White Cat God, I was instructed to fix the bridge to the right of the village. So, of course I gave all of my materials to Kyla. Was spent repairing the bridge. On day 33, there were no more prickly vines that I needed to get rid of in the area. I cleverly used some chalk to restore the shortcut and made it to Cloud Valley. This area is so fun to explore. You can pick balloon flowers. I broke a magical barrier. Oh, the flowers open up at night. And you can use the balloons to make floating lanterns. So much effort went into this area. They did an amazing job. Diane is outside my house at 1:50 a.m. She gave me new candies and I passed out inside of my house. Day 34. Roy gave me a furniture blueprint. I need to learn how to make furniture. I end up getting a marionette to craft furniture for me. On day 35, I played with a cat. Roy, Enite, Rubrum, and I made donuts together. After our treats, I followed a strange noise coming from Cloud Valley. It's a monster! I got some cotton doggy fluff and found the lost doll. It's a little grimy, so I need to clean it. On day 36, Diane gave me a mixer. I sold some fish to Freddy. If you haven't guessed, fishing is my primary source of income. By choice. I fixed the sky bridge, big steps. On day 37, I found a secret passage. Oh no, there is a blockade. I'll have to find another way. My friendship with Peanut has reached level 2. I used the Thunder Shower Potion to clean the doll and gathered its fallen cotton. On day 38, I got frustrated that the quest wouldn't let me proceed, so I went to sleep, which is how I handle most of my problems. Also, I just needed more cotton. On day 39, I found where Freddy lives. It's quite cozy. Then I fixed a doll and gave it to the monster. He moved and our path was clear. On day 40, I tried and failed to feed a very picky kitty. Then adventured into the giant mushroom. On day 41, I received a letter and a present from school. Then I did some more of the big mushroom. There are some really unique critters in here. I absolutely love the monster. And adore the honey piglets. On day 42, I reached cat affection level 3. And did some decorating around my house. It's starting to really come together. On day 43, I reached friendship level 1 with Kyla, which is wild because she's already done dozens of favors for me. On day 44, I prayed to the black cat god. Then gave the lizard a drop of emotion. I also fixed the force field and found Honey Bear. I need to find the doll that Honey Bear's friend left behind. On day 45, I unlocked a shortcut. On day 46, I woke up to find a cat outside my house. Much better than waking up to Kent. Honestly, I just tried to feed the very picky yellow cat with no luck. On day 47, I became friends with Hugh. Day 48, I reached deepening friendship level 2 with Roy. I handed Roy's friendship drop over to the lizard. Then headed into Cloud Valley to attach a balloon to the bridge piece. Surprisingly, this worked, and I was able to retrieve the foreman's part, which is key to finding Honeybear's doll. I hunted for the doll, then upgraded to the sturdy oak broom. This actually makes a huge difference. Turns out we need an inflation potion to get the doll. Thanks to the potion, I was able to get the doll. Aw, Honeybear cried when I gave him the doll. He rewarded me with the key I needed to open the blue mushroom. I fixed the ladder so I can easily go up and down. I still need to fix the other ladders. I caught my first Cloud Valley fish. This area seems amazing for fishing. I happily did a little exploring, then found the third giant mushroom that is boarded up. When I prayed to the Black Cat God, he advised me to show how eager I am to get the sacred water. I don't know how to handle that, so I've got to ask the villagers. Seems like I need to find red forget-me-nots that grow on collapsed mushrooms in Cloud Valley. Once I find them, E-Knight will help me make a tea out of them for the cat god. I got the flowers. E-Knight told me that these flowers are important to Cloud Valley because they showed up when Cloud Valley was abandoned. After I got the tea, I gave it to the Black Cat God. In return, he gave me some sacred water. Thankfully, I was able to repay my debt to Diane. Apparently, there is a copyright issue, so I need a new sunlight potion recipe. Also, tip, you need the diet potion to harvest materials from the tail-breathing crocs. I got the croc water and brewed the sun potion. Once again, I collected the moonflowers to make moon tears. Now, I just need to find the prickly vine center. On day 58, I bought a few things from Aurea. One of the items was a book called Mud Shoes. It's about a fairy. I read the book and the lesson was that the service industry is hard. I made it up the cliff. There is a pond of petals to swim in. I can't get through the smoke though. I was able to find some blue chalk. Once I found the area with the blue witch's sigil, I found myself in a puzzle room. The puzzle requires a diet potion and a thunder potion to solve. I got red chalk and pulled a lever to break the chains on the fans. The fans cleared the smoke. And I found the prickly vine core. After getting rid of the prickly vine core, a new path appeared. I found an abandoned camp. It's Lisa's camp. And her diary is here. I repaired my broom, then rushed into town to talk to E-Night about my findings. E-Night tells me about who used to live here. Up top was a painter named Vinch. The house by the river was a stylish old man named Alvin. And there was a library with a librarian named Brad. E-Night tells me to choose who I'd like to meet first, but I have to ask around the village first. Also, I reached friendship level 1 with Candy the cat. Kyla calls Vinch sickly, poor guy. Roy lets me know that Brad won't be returning. In his place, his grandson will come. I choose to start with the library. On to repairs. I checked on Kyla building the library, then did some fishing. Apparently, 2 people are replacing Brad. We have a welcome party for Aaron and Rex and the library. Aaron is precious. Roy calls Rex very lively. Yeah. Aaron is the new librarian. She researches forgotten languages and ancient tongues. Rex is literally like Rexplode. Is Invincible big in Korea? Now it's time to pick who moves in next. I picked Finch. The whole sickly thing has piqued my interest. I gave Kyla the blueprint and started collecting materials. Rex wrote me a letter about ritterings. I feel like I must have done something wrong because this is very late in the game for ritterings to be addressed. Kent is here. He said they're looking for me in High Lion, and he forged a letter from Lisa saying that she's my master witch. I kept thinking he was leaving, and he just kept littering. He just kept lingering and saying odd things. Get out of here, Kent. My current theory is that Kent is Lisa in disguise. He does say that this might be my last Kent candy. Ellie is going to expose him for being creepy. I brought Lisa's stack of books to translate. Aaron says it will take a couple years. They seem to be about plants and immortality. It's about forming a contact with an evil god and offering a sacrifice in exchange for immortality. It seems Lisa attempted to sacrifice the village for her immortality. Ellie doesn't believe it though. She thinks Lisa's probably a nice lady. Rubram is outside with a gift. Vinch moved in and played the harp at his welcome party. The midnight thing Kent was talking about. Shall I jump out and expose him right now? Ellie and Virgil decided to wait until the sun comes up to act, which is kinda crazy to assume that they would stick around that long. It's midnight right now. The sun is up, Ellie fell asleep. It's a celebration. Diane is here. The Society of Witches issued a permission that Ellie can officially start her apprenticeship here. Diane is a little sad she was lied to though. Members of the Society of Witches were deeply moved by what Ellie has done for Wisteria. Ellie asks Kent to ask around the Society of Witches for Lisa's whereabouts. Roy sends me a letter to ask for help with the village bridge. He wants to build a small bridge to the north so Enite has an easier time delivering her pies. Alvin's arrival. He runs the sundry store and shows us all of his music boxes. He is the first animal villager across the river. Aw, he gave us all some candy. I inquire about the last ruins. It was abandoned a long time ago. We do some brainstorming and decide to turn it into a theater. We're also planning a party. Vinch asked me to talk to Roy about a delivery, which is perfect because I have the mole crowns to give him for the bridge. I helped Roy deliver a cypress tree to Vinch. Later, when I spoke to Alvin, he dissed my broom, then asked me for 3 spotted branches. Mom wrote Ellie a letter, but dare I say, it sounds suspicious. She says Kent is totally trustworthy, and we know Kent is not above forgery. I checked the bulletin board and accepted Kyla's quest to make the cat exercise wheel. And I already had the materials on hand to make it. I rudely ransack Alvin's place and find an odd key. I don't take it though. I am doing all of this to prove my hypothesis that Alvin is a witch. Alvin comes back while I'm snooping. I confront him and he admits he's a witch. He takes me down to his workshop. The stage and the cat wheel are done. The stage looks great. I get to pick out the color for the curtains and decide to go with green. Enite gave me a flag to lead the parade. I led the parade and Roy threw flower petals. This is so cute. Rex interrupted the parade, of course. And Vinch met us below his house so we didn't have to walk far. The potion that makes everything taste good is called MSG. E-Night made a giant cake. I went to see the show at the new stage and rudely interrupted Rex's show to give him a Rittering gift. I can now exchange Rittering gifts with Rex for surprise boxes. I got a random rug from the surprise box. Then I talked to the White Cat God. I'm trying to find out where Lisa is from the White Cat God. She says she thinks she's in the Starlit Cave, which is where the last prickly vine core is. Whatever you see, ignore it and focus on eliminating the prickly vine core. I asked E-Night how to get there, and she says that we need to go south. So we grab Kyla and head south to discuss the bridge. I ask everyone for help with the bridge. Kyla suggests building 2 bridges. Everyone decides to do 1 stepping stone bridge and 1 regular bridge. Rex wants to go on an adventure with Rubrum while everyone else works, but he keeps calling him a rub-rub. Ellie needs to give Kyla the stones for the base. I threw the stones at her. Then Rubrum ran up with a problem. Arden is dead! And Rex is dying? He tells us to come quick. Vince says there's an accident. Rubrum is crying, telling Arden to hang in there. Oh my gosh, Rex is stuck in rubble. Look at his little eye. There was a collapse while they were mining. Arden saved Rubrum from a falling rock and died? Oh, apparently Arden will be fine. He's just unconscious. We saved them by moving the rocks. Vince finally shows up. Vince offers to paint the rocks for the stepping stone bridge, so Rex and Rubrum don't put themselves in danger again. I need to make a colorful potion. I asked Diane about it, and she says there are many coloring books for adult witches on sale. Make it real, please. Now we're all at the stage with paint. Kyla stops by while we're painting rocks to let us know that the bridge will be done the day after tomorrow. The bridge is ready. There are prickly vines here and the entrance to the Starlit Cave. A star fell in the pitch black cave and illuminated it with starlight. Arden says this means that the cave is the sky itself. Erin tells me about a passage in Lisa's book she translated. It says, "At the fallen star, you can obtain anything." Ellie believes that Lisa is in the Starlit Cave. The Starlit Cave is stunning. Beautiful introduction to the area. Ellie can travel by bubble here. I spotted a board that goes downwards after unlocking some more areas. A huge whale went through the floor. Diana's at my house when I get home. She encouraged me to deliver new ingredients from the Starlit Cave for new recipes. I made a weight increase potion to solve the puzzle in the Starlit Cave. I checked my mail on the way and had a letter from Enite. She placed a cat bowl in the lower side of the village. More cats! I used the potion to solve the puzzle. And progressed to the platform where I found a sculpture of a bird cage. I went down to where the whale vanished, and there was no trace of him. So I took fire across the water to unlock the next area. I explored the new area. The star theme is so cool. I love the shooting star flowers and the star rocks. I used fire to unlock another area in the cave. I unlocked like 3 cave rooms back to back. I solved a fire puzzle to unlock a room full of chests. I got a bunch of gold, Luna coins, and a new fast broom called Fast Winterberry. Back to exploring the Starlit Cave. I feel like I'm getting lost in here. I found the room with the star. It's in the center of a fountain and stunning. I also found a weight increase potion. I climbed in the bucket behind the fountain, and it took me to the well in the field near my house. Rex is also here. I made the long throw potion and checked the mail on the way to the Starlit Cave. There was a cupcake in the mail. I threw the fire with the help of the potion and made my way to the outer wall. But there were more barriers. And I took a hot air balloon to ring a bell. Then hung/rang a bell I found to unlock another barrier. The main barrier has 4 marks on it, so I need to ring 2 more bells. Ellie finds a memo pad and a trowel on the ground. The memo alludes to a curse in the cave. I'm trying to find these bells. I found a bell. I opened a chest and I got some goods. Then I rang the 3rd bell. I descended down by bubble, which is very cute. When I complained about how slow it was, Virgil says I'll become Ellie Red River if I go any faster. That's dark. The whale showed up and popped my balloon. I fell for so long. Okay, what we saw earlier, that was not the star. This is the actual star, and it's huge and beautiful. I still need to locate the prickly vine core. While exploring, I find a backpack. It belongs to Lisa. She has a note about the flying whale being cursed. It's a star whale? There is another barrier I need to ring the bells to get through. I found this starlit cave floating island. While solving the puzzle for the chest, I realized that I need to get the lights/fire away from the keys for them to activate. I stepped on the elevator to go up. I passed out right as I was about to open the shortcut. Cherry Blossom Cat and I became friends. Her name is Sakura, and she's pink. I love her. I checked the bulletin board and Alvin has a friend drowning that needs help. I feel like this is not a great method to help a drowning person. I asked Alvin about his drowning friend. Oh, it's a sculpture that he made. He was in Cloud Valley on the footbridge. I found the spot in the sculpture. It was downstream. It's a sculpture of a rose. I gave Alvin the sculpture and he said that he made it. It reminded him of a lady. I checked the bulletin board again and Kyla wants to make more cat furniture. She wants to make a dangling cat toy. I need 3 bell bloom and 3 moon girth. Now I'm moving on to the next area in the cave. I found some sort of room. It's a lab used by previous researchers. Looks like the place belonged to Tanis. The door appears to be locked. I rang another bell. Outside the cave, I got the materials for the cat toy and gave them to Kyla. The new toy will be done tomorrow. I reached friendship level 3 with Candy. Candy played with the toy. I accepted a quest from Arden to help with his sore throat. I went to talk to Arden about it. He's going to teach Ellie how to breathe fire if she goes and gets him tea from Rubrum. Rubrum also wants to learn. I gave Arden the tea and he gave me a fire breathing lesson. He said, "Have you properly heated up your tooth?" I headed back to the cave to use the dark barrier potion. I crossed the bridge to find the spiky vine core. I need a way to remove the cage. The star well is here. Whoa, it's huge. Seems like there are multiple whales. Aw, the core is weakening the whale. We have to follow one of the star whales. The quest says, catch the star whale. The star whale dropped a glove. It seems to be Lisa's gardening glove. I continued to follow the star whale and I found a campsite. The inside of the tent is cute, but nobody's here. There is a witch's blue chalk here and a witch's brooch. Virgil thinks this means she's dead, but the white cat god did say, whatever you see, please ignore it. I took the blue chalk upstairs to redraw the witch's sigil at the big ornate door. It's an icy area. It's a huge puzzle slash temple. You need a long throw and a warmth potion. I got the witch's red chalk. I pulled the lever and it caused the prickly vine core room to fill with water. The black cat god doesn't give us the sacred water, so Ellie hit a good grief. Good grief. So now we have to wait until night to talk to the white cat god again. Aaron and Ellie also reached friendship level 1. Aaron asked Ellie about enchanted books, then asked Ellie to look at a book that won't open. Aaron says this book is by someone else who looked for the Book of Stars. Ellie needs to look into the potion that can break the book's seal. Then I turned in the last drop of emotion to the lizard, so the stage will be upgraded tomorrow. Then I went to pray to the white cat god, who says Ellie should forget about Lisa. Virgil's spinning bars. He said, if you want to know whether it's the right path, you have to reach the end. I finished the sunlight potion and went to the mountain. And made the final Moon Tears potion. Whoa, the stage has transformed. Now it's time to go to the Starlit Cave and get rid of the last spiky vine core. The room with the core is filled with water. Ellie swims up and redraws the witch sigil with the red chalk. The moon tears don't work. She does find a backpack at the scene though. There is an ancient witch's dice in it. There is a note that says you can craft a potion with 6 dice. There is also an old stone key. I take the key to the old lab to unlock the door from before. We're in this Tana's character's workshop. I find a lantern and another ancient witch's dice. Seems like we need the 6 dice to get rid of the score. On an egg I find, there's a note that says, "What on earth have I done?" The thing actually moved and cries. Is it alive? If I've created it, if it's come to life, no, if it's been born from a star and looks like a whale. So it seems like Tana's created the star whales. Once I've gotten all 6 dice, I take them back to the workshop and I make the Polaris potion. I take the potion and a trail of stars appears. Ellie comes to the conclusion that we need to get the star whales to carry starry flashes to remove the core. She asks the star whale for help, and it actually carries the starry flash. No more prickly vines in this village. When I talk to the White Cat God, she says that Lisa was here to build a garden but made an awful blunder. I tell White Cat God about the letter from Lisa's daughter and about the birth of her baby girl. The White Cat God asks Ellie to hold off on writing Lisa's daughter back until the village is fully restored. The White Cat God says that Lisa is a fool that died a stupid death. White Cat God is Lisa. Lisa made gardens and it broke her heart to see them wither with time, so she wanted to make a garden that would never wither. The Ritterings planted the seeds of the indestructible vines that she created. She prayed for someone to protect the village, and the White Cat God answered and lent Lisa her body. She used all of her strength to stop Ellie's train. Lisa is very remorseful about destroying the village. Ellie reminds her that the entire area is her garden. Ellie is going to finish fixing up the rest of the village, and Lisa is going to make peace with the villagers. Time to see who will come back next. I've decided to invite Theo back so Rurum can have a friend. Theo's house is ready. Theo and Rurum are outside Ellie's house. He is so cute. I'm glad Rurum has a friend. Theo is living alone because some things that happened with his family. His parents are archaeologists. Time to decide who will come back next. Theo's house is so cute and colorful. I decided to have Bjorn move in next. And befriended Toasty, who was the last cat I needed to befriend. Now Theo wants a bouncy sofa? I've got to talk to Kyla about this. Theo hides in Kyla's house to scare us. Bjorn's house is finished. He is big and loud with an eye patch. There are a ton of presents outside his house. He's been away from town for 30 years? After the welcome party, it's time to talk to E-Night about the bakery. Ellie sends a letter to the last villager due to return that reads, "Then at last, the story finally finds its closure. Ellie delivered all the supplies required to build the bakery to Kyla." Bjorn sent me a letter about getting closer with cats, so I went to inquire. He tells Ellie about the token of friendship that only works on cats. It's used to show a cat your sincerity and ask them to live with you. Cat adoption is so cute! The cat encyclopedia is also Bjorn. I bought the cat friendship token. 5,000 gold, by the way. I also bought 2 cat furniture. Theo's sofa is complete. The sofa is actually super cute. Theo says the couch isn't bouncy, so Ellie tries it and launches herself across the room. Then Ellie retaliates by launching Theo. Ellie adopts Coco! Coco will move in tomorrow. I also set up some cat furniture. Dana and Ruben are outside. She's adorable. Her sister makes donuts at the bakery and she delivers them. There are so many villagers now. Welcome, Munchie Bakery. Claire gave me a bakery voucher. E-Night wanders off and Ellie follows. She's at the withered wisteria tree with a few other villagers. It's barely alive, but they want to save it. And the cat furniture is ready. Oh, the cat likes Bjorn's box. I got the Cat Paradise achievement for getting all of the cat furniture. And Coco moved in. Ellie goes to talk to Lisa about the wisteria tree. Oh, Ellie says some things are precious because they don't last, because they are constantly changing. Lisa says grafting can be performed on the tree. We need to plant a new wisteria tree and unite it with the old one. She gives Ellie wisteria tree seeds. So we have to return to the spots of the prickly vine cores with villagers and make wishes. After another run-in with the Gaga bird, don't worry, I scared it off again. I returned to the depths of the forest with the villagers. Roy says Ellie's warmth hasn't faded. E-Night says Ellie thinks more about others now and isn't afraid to lean on them. Ruben recounts how Ellie saved him. It sprouted! The seed we planted sprouted! And that is where I leave you with the 100 days of Little Witch in the Woods. There has been updates to the game since I recorded this, so if you would like to see more, let me know. I would love to do more of this game. I adore this game. I recorded this when I broke my foot, and it was such a joy to play this game when I literally could not do anything else. I think I had over 100 hours of footage to make this video and then cut it down, and I've just slowly cut the footage down over time because 100 hours is a lot to work with. But yeah, at times it felt like this video would never be out, but it's out. I hope you enjoy it. I love this game. Hopefully the Switch release will be out soon so everyone has a chance to play it. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know this was a long one. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. A lot of time went into it. And have a good one.